I feel like I've passed up on so many opportunities. The time that I've wasted, the procrastinations, the self-sabotaging behaviors. Years went by and now I'm here again, exactly at where I started. Having dreamt and stated so many times that I want to be a full-time content creator, a full-time YouTuber. But what always happens once I start? I quit after 6 months or a year and switch to something else. Is something wrong with me, or is this just how it's supposed to be? Or in other words, destiny. I feel ashamed and embarrassed that I don't even want to meet up with friends because I know how far they have come and I'm, well, nowhere really. What the F are you doing? This is a waste of time. This is what I say to myself when I'm with my friends. Somehow I'm able to convince myself that it's okay to spend time with friends and that it's healthy. Don't worry, when you're back home, you will make it happen. This time, it's going to be different. But as soon as I get home, I get into a depressed state. No, come on, not again. There's a magical force around me that keeps me just stuck in one place. Why? What happened? I used to be so driven and productive. I mean, at one time I woke up at around 3:30, went to work for a couple of hours, went to uni, filmed the entire thing, edited my video. When did the time stop? No matter where I went, I always had to document everything. Why? Because I'm Asian? Yes, perhaps part of it. It was just an amazing feeling to be holding this camera and filming stuff, but more importantly, what felt even better is being in front of the camera and acting. Yes, I even did it when I was alone. Told you I was weird? Sorry, not was. I am weird. I remember when I was 17, I told my mom that I want to be an actor. Back then, Jim Carrey was my biggest idol and still is, and so he influenced me in so many ways. But of course, parents want the best for you and thought it was impossible. Just that one phrase, you can do that on the side, but find something that is safe. Just that one sentence threw me into a pit, into a freaking unescapable pit. Okay, if safety is what you guys want, I'll do just that then. I began with my clueless life, not knowing what to do but actually do, but I was afraid of judgment, so yeah, I was just aimlessly going through life. After high school graduation when I was 19, I took 2 gap years, and in one of those months I went to Thailand with one of my bros. When we were partying and just having fun, I was about to meet my next chapter in my life, an opportunity. You see, at this party we were at, we met an entrepreneur, an online entrepreneur. He was in his early 20s and was self-employed and just living in villas and working from his laptop. I reached out to him when I was in Germany and wanted to be trained by him so that I can eliminate this financial problem so that my family won't bother me with this quote-unquote safety aspect, and so I can then finally pursue my acting career. Didn't go as planned. We got that. Of course, things didn't go as planned. Don't get me wrong, I did learn a lot from the guy, but I invested so much money. Altogether, it was nearly 10,000 euro.
Are you stupid or something?
That's the money I got from my uncle as a gift after graduating from high school. Thank you, uncle. And also some of the money I had saved up when working at my cousin's. Was he really worth that much? Nah, I was just
a young, stupid kid who committed that terrible crime.
The guy told me though, dude, you know everything already. Just take the initiative. So why didn't I take action? Something just felt off. I thought to myself, how can you make so much money by just doing webinars and selling high-ticket stuff? It sounds too easy somehow. You need to be convincing. You need to be able to sell, and he knew exactly how to do just that. I don't know, it still felt wrong though. Maybe it's because I was brought up to be frugal, or that my family had to work their butt off to get to where they are now, or simply that product wasn't worth that much. Either way, I came back to Germany and tried other online marketing endeavors like starting a website, making YouTube videos about affiliate marketing.
Boom! Alright guys, how you guys doing?
Please take some breaks and commitment. You have to be consistent. My parents were still worried and they asked me, "What are you going to do with your life?" I said, "You know what? I did something with business, so I'll just study for the sake of you guys." Did I want to study? No, I just didn't want my parents to worry, and I didn't have the guts to follow what I wanted.
You are the coward.
I enrolled in a business program and I quit after one day. I have a valid reason, okay? It's because it was in German. Hence, I chose international business. And to be honest, it felt right. It felt like I was going somewhere with this. This is when I felt like everything was starting to fall into place. I was studying international business that was kind of aligned with what I learned from the guy and to satisfy my parents. But something else I could do is doing what I love. This is when I started my YouTube channel, a vlogging channel. And if I watch it now, it's very cringeworthy, but that's how it's supposed to be, right? I was motivated though, and I had fun doing it. I was so convinced that I will become a full-time YouTuber, hence why I had so much energy. I mean, at one point, I woke up at around 4 in the morning, went to work for a couple of hours, vlogged the entire thing, went to uni and came back and edited my video. Like how? My mitochondria was probably on fire. Mitochondria, by the way, is the energy part of our cell. My vision was very clear and started visualizing every single day that I'm a full-time YouTuber. I'm a full-time content creator. Nothing will stop me. Okay, sometimes I wouldn't even go to classes and make talking head videos instead. I walked into this forest and made videos there. That's when I pivoted from making vlogs to a self-development channel because I wanted to improve myself. We might now. That's also the time I started doing cold approaches, randomly approaching nice girls to get out of my comfort zone. I will tell you this, the first 20 to 30 girls was just nerve-wracking, but after that, it was actually doable. Excuse me, are you from around here? No. Hello, how are you doing? Could you maybe recommend me some party places because I'm very new here? Not good, because I hate the cold, hence the jacket. Nevertheless, it's never too late to do cold approaches. End of 2017, a friend of mine introduced me to a crypto blogging website called Steemit. It wasn't only for blogging though. You can also make videos and earn money with it. So I thought to myself, you know what? This is it. This is what I've been asking and waiting for. Doing what I love and earn money with it? Come on.
So hell yeah.
So I went all in. Since the course was rising as well, I did quite well. I quit uni again because I wanted to do something that I love. A group was also founded on Steemit and DTube called D-Daily, and we were really like a family. I also made videos for Oh No. What a name, huh? Oh no, that's probably not the wisest name, right? The technical framework of Oh No can be divided into the following 6 parts. What? Platform based on a blockchain technology will be soon released internationally. Another crypto-based website in China. I feel like I'm on a roll. Thank you, universe. Thank you so much for blessing me with this. Seems too good to be true. And I honestly thought this was it. This was my path to my success, doing what I love, finally, being a content creator. You can probably already guess what's about to happen next, right? Nothing. Absolutely nothing on this planet ever only is rainbows and sunshine. There must be shit. Wait, I think I can phrase it better. There's no yin without the yang. Isn't it obvious that cryptocurrencies, especially new ones, are risky as hell? I was aware of it, but also not really. I was over-optimistic. I honestly thought that it could only go uphill from here. I mean, Winnie, where was your brain at, man? I guess at that time, I just wanted to toss it temporarily.
Your English is good.
Temporarily.
Speaking English is exhausting.
Temporarily.
I never realized how difficult English is.
Temporarily away. I didn't want my rational side to take over me because I just found a way to escape from other people's expectations. 2018 was one of my lowest times ever. I felt very alone, and I didn't want to share this with anyone because I was afraid that they wouldn't understand me and judge me. I felt like I was lost. You don't think straight when you have kind of given up because why bother? So I drank, smoked a lot, ate junk food, and spent all of my savings because I wanted to feel the power of being broke. Also to prove to others that money is not important for me. What was important for me is to make videos and provide value for you guys. Were my videos valuable? I don't know. I guess not, or else I would be rich now, right?
What is so funny, Corporal?
Couldn't tell you, Sergeant.
That month is known to this day as the hobo month. My self-esteem and self-worth were probably the lowest they could ever be. In the following months, I just worked as a dishwasher. Not because I had low self-esteem and self-worth. Wait. Okay, a part of it, yeah. But the other reason is because I wanted to make videos on the side. You know the feeling when everything feels like it's aligning? Like everything you have hoped for is coming to this moment? Okay, this isn't the moment because I had the moment once before with Steemit, right? But anyway, I took as many subjects as I could as I continued with my uni. I think it was like 9 courses. I wanted to catch up where I left off. I know I can do it. If you put your mind to it, you can... No. That was actually one of my mottos for this channel. Also, I made skits on Instagram. The good thing about that time was that I really wanted to make it happen, and so I tried my best to collaborate with other people as much as I could. One person that I collaborated most with was Saeed.
Busting out my moves, I'm like, Yeah, next time I'm gonna take you with me, man.
Stop! I'll come with you, all right?
I'll see you later, dog. Yo, where your shoes at, man?
It's too hot to be wearing shoes, am I right? I'll see you there, brother. It's all good. Don't you worry. What is up, my brother?
What's going on,
How you
bro?
doing, man?
Chillin', man, chillin'.
Bro,
What's good with you?
we've known each other for such a long time now, right?
Yeah, it's been a
You're
while.
my brother from another mother, man.
From another, for sure.
Dude, I've got something special for you.
What's up?
Damn it! I left it at home. Bro, you know what?
Yo, we can do that
It's
another
gonna
time.
take a second.
I gotta go to
I'm just
work,
gonna
though.
go home,
That's-
get
hey,
the gift.
yo, I gotta go
It's
to-
gonna be worth it.
Yo, you was gone for like a half hour, dude.
I got it, bro.
Yo, come on,
And it was
man.
worth it.
All that time you was gone, that's what you come back with, man?
Yeah.
Here again, my vision came back, the vision of becoming a full-time content creator. I went to uni and made videos on the side. University was for my family's sake, and content creation was for me. It felt like everything was just quote-unquote flowing. You know what brought me joy and happiness? Is when I can make people laugh with my videos.
It's yogurt. You gonna eat yogurt with chopsticks?
We use chopstick for everything. Eventually though, I don't know why, but mine now spoke to me again. There you can see them always jumping from comedy to self-improvement. I continued with my now, interviewed a bunch of people, tried expanding my online social circle. That was also the time when I got interested in spirituality and I had my Zen moment.
Free will. All of this, I can do all of that. That is free will. Nobody is...
What's the recurring theme? Yes, my vision of becoming a full-time content creator. This time, I'm going to become a full-time content creator. Oh my God. Yes, Winnie, by jumping from one platform to the other, that's exactly how you achieve success. God. Anyhow, eventually, as you can predict by now, I went from Mind Now to comedy again. Woohoo! In 2019/20, I wanted to try TikTok again because I feel like there's an opportunity there, and yep, I was definitely right. I've never gained as many followers I have as on TikTok before, and I felt this massive dopamine hit every single day. It motivated me to make 2 to 3 videos daily, but I mean seriously, it wasn't difficult and didn't take that much time as one would think. Within half an hour, you can easily crank out 3 videos, especially if you're doing them in your room. When you see massive results like this, you just begin to be grateful as hell. Finally, I can one day be a full-time content creator. Yes, I think my time has come. In 2020, Corona hit, and that's where the world stopped. For the first time, I experienced quarantine, wearing masks in public, and it felt like it was unsafe everywhere. Studying now turned to the online space. Working at public places became very difficult, and I was solely relying on my student loans to live. At that time, I was with my grandma, and I was able to live with her for nearly half a year. Yes, I was still posting on TikTok because I had a lot of time. I mean, somehow I felt like I always had a lot of time. It's because I didn't have a part-time job. That's why. But yeah, I eventually stopped that too because you guessed it. I wanted to focus on my now again. God, 2 weeks. I ate a lot. YouTube already too late? Getting back to an old habit was much easier than facing the truth. There are many years ahead of me. So why not enjoy this moment? I see myself being successful. I am envisioning it. I didn't have a part-time job because of Corona. Now one might say, why don't you look for something online? Well, that's a good point. Because I thought I didn't have anything to offer, since the jobs I did were dishwashing and selling sausages. Yeah. Okay, I've made videos on Instagram. YouTube. You want to become a full-time actor, musician, entrepreneur. I guess it comes down to the word belief. People around you who are successful, whether it be celebrities, your friends, they have made it. You just graduated from high school and now everyone is like, what do you want to do now? You should know what you want. But you feel stuck. Or you're working at a job that gives you enough money and you're okay with it. But still, you feel stuck.
Yo, you're from Asia, right? Thailand, yes. Ni hao. Ni hao, dude. Ni hao. Shut up. Whoa. Thailand, not Chinese.
Oh. I honestly believe that what I was doing was a joke. I guess my parents' voice was still in my subconscious where they say this is something what you do for fun and not something that you can make money with. Anyway, by the way, I think I've said the word anyway many times now that you can make a drinking game out of it.
But
Anyway, I know, but while writing all of this, I think to myself why I didn't utilize that time more effectively. I guess I already know the answer. Do you too? 2021 was my internship year. Luckily, my mom knew someone who is an entrepreneur and lived in Hue Hin, where my mother was living at. He agreed on taking me on, and so I'm like, why not? I was excited to be working side by side with an entrepreneur. But as you know, things don't go as planned because of life. I didn't really learn much. I had to fill in names in Excel and call a bunch of companies to sell gloves, but I don't know, it felt like it was a waste of time. I also asked him to teach me something because I want to use the time productively. But he tried his best.
I am successful, I am powerful, I am handsome.
He is a successful entrepreneur, but teacher? Not so much. Or I was just unfit for the job. When I had to design a flyer with InDesign, that brought me joy. But he wasn't satisfied because he wanted me to delegate that task rather waste time doing it myself. I was confused. Anyway, 70% of the time, I just learned stuff about online marketing and took a bunch of notes. Was this an opportunity or a waste of time? I have no idea. It just is what it is. It depends on how you look at it, right? Those 6 months I got to work closely with a successful businessman where it felt like I was learning things on my own. Perhaps some of you might see it as a waste of time because I could have done way more. I mean, that's a recurring theme of my life. I could have done way more. Meanwhile, at home I was practicing After Effects and editing some of my YouTube videos, but again here, I could have done way more. Okay, why didn't I? Maybe I wanted things to go according to how I wanted to live life. No college, get a job, and pursue my dream on the side. That's how I wanted it. What difference does it make though? Why can't I pursue my dream on the side now? This lack of control and still being chained to others' expectations. It really has become a bad habit that sometimes I can maneuver, but most of the time it pulls me down. For others it might not be a big deal, but for me it is. Perhaps I'm mentally weak? Maybe? I'm still grateful for being able to spend time with my brother, with my mom, and Brian for those 6 months, even though I've not really learned too much from my internship. By the way, 70% of my internship report was a lie. And I got a grade B. Maybe I should work corruptly. When I came back to Germany, I first thought, what the hell were those 6 months for? And then another thought popped up into my head like, what the F am I doing with my life? All of my friends already graduated or have a job and years of experience, and here I am still dreaming of becoming a full-time content creator, but I haven't really gained any work experience. I mean, it's ridiculous and embarrassing. As I was still with my grandma, I looked at my bank account and I received like over 4,000 euro from student loans for my internship.
Holy cow! Jesus!
I applied for it months before and I thought that I wouldn't get anything. I thanked the universe for this and I took nearly all of that money and invested in my camera equipment. Another opportunity just fell into my lap. So lucky! I wanted to work and earn a little bit, so I went to my dad's and worked at a hotel as, guess what?
There is a dishwasher being delivered.
Dishwasher. Why on earth do I do this to myself? I really don't mind doing those kind of jobs, even if I have more capabilities. A job is a job. But yet I did ask myself, like, why do I choose these kind of jobs? Is it because it's convenient? Is it because I still look down on myself? Or has it simply become a habit? Or because I think if I get a better job, I won't have time to pursue my full-time content career because it would drain me mentally, and since uni already represents a lack of control in my life, I don't want another thing to do that too.
Can you repeat that, please?
What a conundrum I'm in. However, since I did have time, I started making content on TikTok again, here and there. Consistently, perhaps for 2 months during May and June. But what about mine now? That I also did here and there. Oh man, I suck at consistency. But you know, I was happy as hell because I was in love. Oh man, was I in love. I had the time of my life when I was in Thailand with this incredible person. Everything else just fades away and you create this world with this one person. We had a lot of fun and laughed a lot. I'm still amazed to this day that such a person exists. I guess I'm lucky again. The bad news though is that I live in Germany and she in Thailand. However, we were so in love that it didn't really matter. I felt the love over the distance. In the midst of my confused life, This is something that gave me hope. Not only hope, but a strong force lit up inside me, a force that she sparked. Self-sabotaging behavior that I had, like smoking cigarettes every now and then due to no sense of control and a trapped life, I was able to give that up for her. Up until that point, I felt like my life has been so unstable. But since she came into my life, I felt like I had a strong why. I also have to admit that here again, I could have used the time to make more videos, but instead I was just cleaning dishes and then came back to talk with her. It felt like a fairy tale to me. Without her, I think my life would have been a mess for quite a while. I really have to express my immense gratitude to her for showing me a better way. It is true what they say about love. It is one of the most powerful forces. She was the one who got me interested in fragrances. I started investing a lot of my money into it. Got me with money. One part from my student loans and another part from my salary. You might be wondering how I got student loans for such a long period of time. Normally in Germany, you get student loans, BAföG, for the duration time of your studies. But since Corona hit, it extended for another 1.5 years. There was a time though where I had to get extra loans when Corona hit because I had missed 5 points for being eligible for BAföG. Just wanted to let you know. Back to the story. I also gave myself the challenge to memorize 100 fragrances notes from Fragrantica, meaning from head to middle to base notes. I used my time to do that since I only did one subject from my university. In order to reap the benefits because memorizing fragrances is more important than university, right?
What is so funny? I'm thinking about that chicken.
This memorization will come in handy afterwards. You will see. After that, I came back to Berlin again for 2 subjects from my university to 14%, and also I did TikTok consistently again for 2 months because my biggest strength is consistency. And around May or June, I stumbled upon Andrew Huberman. In August 2022, I worked in a cabin close to where my dad lived. The easiest job in the world, but it paid well. This was perfect for me because I could use all the time I was in the cabin to memorize Andrew Huberman stuff. Yep, I made another challenge to memorize 30 of his topics and know them by heart by the end of 2022. And as I've gained momentum, I memorized more than 30 topics. And so I said to myself, you know what? I'll just memorize all of it. I used all of the time I had for this. I didn't take any university courses. I wanted to devote every minute I had for this. From September or October 2022 until July 2023, nearly a year, I did nothing but memorize Andrew Huberman stuff. And on the 22nd of July 2023, I caught up with every topic I wanted to memorize, so around 150 videos. This gave me a huge boost in confidence because first reason, I actually did it. Second reason, I stuck with it and didn't jump around. Third reason, I can apply this knowledge to my videos if needed. If not, then also fine with me. Great job, Winnie. I know I'm late into the game. I've also said that I feel like I'm chained to other people's expectations and lack control over my life. While all of that is true, I still am lucky. Because of uni, I received student loans and thus giving me the time to learn things on the side, self-reflect and make videos. Yes, I had depression and procrastination phases, maybe more than one should, but I learned from them. I could ask myself the question, why haven't I used the time more effectively over and over and over again? But it won't change anything. Besides, if I could go back in time, I would make the exact same mistakes because I don't know what I know now back then. It's definitely not the traditional way of a career path, but it's my way. And you know what? I'm fine with it. As I like to say, it is what it is. Actually, you know what? Let's do it with a Thai accent. Idiot, what? Idiot. If you made it this far, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because what I shared is very, very personal to me. I shared it because I think I'm not alone in this. Even if I were, I wanted to give you a perspective or a story from a late bloomer. If you like this video, it would be freaking awesome if you could like it to support my full-time content creation dream. I won't give up this time. I really hope not, because I have a strong why. Final word. No matter where you are in life, your work status does not define you as a person. And I try to remind myself of that every single day. Thank you again. Damn, my voice cracked there. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next video. I'm thinking of ending it with a quirky face. Quirky face.